The next time you're trying to remove the background in an image with a very delicate foreground object, try this at home. It may save you. In this particular project right here, I have a woman. She has this fraying, flimsy hair blowing in the wind. And normally it would be very difficult to just remove the break background from there and just isolate the foreground. We can use the extract command, but I want to show you another method that I like to use that comes in really handy when you have those very delicate defined edges. Okay, so first of all, open up an image. You can use the image I have here. It's called hair.psd file. And what I'll do first though is come up here to select the entire image. Then come over here to edit and copy that into memory. Then I'll go over to the channels palette. If you don't see it, no worries. Come up here to window and make sure channels is checked right here, and it should appear on the screen here. Now what I'll do on the channels palette is make a new channel. Then I'll come up here to edit and paste that layer right into the channel, and it should appear black and white. That's okay though. The next step is to come up here to image, down here to adjustments, and select levels. Now what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to isolate the edge area. Whatever the edge is, if it's grass, weeds, fur, isolate that and use it and do that with levels. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and just bring it in here. What I'm going to want to do for this particular project is remove the background with the levels command, but retain all the hair and all the edges, all the edges of the hair and the strands of hair and everything like that. So what I'll do is I'll bring in these sliders here. This white slider here will allow me to just blow out the back, but I can just retain the dark hair there, is what I really want. That's looking pretty good, looking good, looking good, looking good. All right. And so after I have it just like I like it, I'll go ahead and just click OK. Now, the very important part, don't leave it like this. If you need to touch up the mask or the channel, do it all now before you go into the extract command to use the touch-up tools in the extract command, because it'll be so much easier to touch up the image using the mask instead. I can just come in here and just click on the toolbar, select the eraser tool, and just go ahead and touch up areas on the image. Just go ahead and erase away. I mean, it just makes it so much easier. I can just come in here, just create the mask exactly how I want it. There we go. Not too concerned about the face. Not really worried about it because we're going to go ahead and just isolate the face later. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and I can just make this selection. I can go ahead and deselect that because I don't need it. But I'm going to go back to RGB. I'm going to click on the RGB channel right here and then go back to layers, and then I will come up here to filter, down here to extract. All right, it's a pretty big dialog here. I'll try to fit it all on the screen. And the very first thing you're going to want to do when you go back into the extract command, come over here where it says a little extraction section right here, and you'll find a little channel option, and you'll find a little drop-down menu. Select Alpha 1 from that drop-down, and you'll see the mask appear. All the dark areas are green now, and that's really cool because that's the highlighted area. That's what we're going to need to remove the background. So after this, what you want to do is select the eraser tool on the toolbar, and then you can, increase or decrease the size of the brush, whatever makes it easier. What I want you to do though is that I want you to just erase away all the areas except the areas that are really close to the edge. In other words, I'm going to come over here, just kind of go down here. What I'm going to do is be very careful though not to get too close to the edge, because I want Photoshop to do its best job possible to remove the background within the foreground object in detailed areas. So there we go. That looks pretty good. I like it, and as soon as I do that, as soon as I clear everything out of the foreground, if you're working with a portrait, erase everything off the face, everything. After you have that, come over here to the toolbar and select the little fill bucket tool there, and then go ahead and click on the foreground to fill that in. Now, there's not really a whole lot we got to do from here on. All we have to do is come up here and click on the preview button and watch the magic happen. Boom. So you can see Photoshop's just used the mask. It's utilized the masks in removing the background and in extracting the background from this image. I mean, it's pretty amazing. It really is. And so that looks pretty good. We can zoom in. We can touch up. We can use the touch-up tools here. We can do whatever we want to do. So that's pretty hot. And so what I'll do is I'll hold down the Alt or Option key on the keyboard and just zoom out of here. There we go. I kind of like it. We maintain a lot of the strands in the hair. It's looking pretty sharp. Okay, let's go ahead and click OK up here. And you can see we have no background. That's pretty cool. So we can use masks. Okay, we can come in here to the channels, paste the channel, isolate the area that you want to keep. Okay, then go back to RGB, go back to layers, go in the extract command, and just take it out. So also what we can do is that you may find it may be a very soft edge after you've extracted it. Easy way to go ahead and enhance the edges after the extraction is go ahead and click on the layer and drag it to the new layer icon. And watch this. Boom. It'll just totally enhance the edge, just like that. Simple as that, folks. So there's some cool tips you can try. Enjoy it. We'll talk to you later.